Wow, this toy is so popular, I had to wait for the kids to leave in order to review it. I'll tell you what, after spending some time looking at these instructions, I'd say just ignore them. Look at the box and try to make it look exactly like the box. You have to put all the pieces together exactly right to make this thing work. This is the car. It's got a little metal piece here that folds up and down, and you've got to make sure that's pointing out at the right place so that it will engage the track. When you turn the power on, it moves by itself because it has a battery inside. You have to remove a screw to get the battery out. Here's the thing, this track is actually really hard to get started. So you have to take one of the trains and drop it on top of this little car here, motorized car, and I like to start it and then drop it on the track. Before you start it, make sure that you've got this yellow thing pointing down. Make sure the orange bucket is locked into the track here. Make sure this guy is sitting squarely on the pedestal, and this guy has to be facing inward. Both of these face inward, and make sure the bucket loader is in the upright position here. If you don't do that, make sure these are all in the right position, it won't work. So here we go. I always have a hard time figuring out which way to put this on. It looks like it fits this way, but the top is loose, so you flip it this way to make it work right. Then you turn the power on and see if it works. Right now it knows it needs to go backwards, so it's going to go ahead and turn itself around. Now it cleverly switches the motor out from under this car to under the other car, and that's why it's so critical that these face each other and also that they be lined up correctly. If you don't get everything lined up, it won't work right. Now we're entering what I call the Valley of Doom. If this doesn't work exactly right, you got to get ready to rescue it. But this time it worked perfectly. Sometimes these balls get stuck under it, and then this guy ends up getting jammed under the white piece here. In that case, you got to pull it out real fast, because if it sits there with the motor stalled, the battery may leak or something. So just keep an eye on it. But sometimes it does really well, like right now. Now to stop this thing, probably the easiest thing to do is just pick it up off the track and flip the power switch. I think starting it is harder than stopping it, but just make sure the little metal piece on the bottom here is sticking up when you use it. If it collapses down, it will wander right off the track and go somewhere else, so we got to make sure that's upright. This is a really clever piece of engineering here. I'm really impressed with it. It goes one direction, and then this small little lever causes it to instantly switch directions. And when you do this multiple times, this is how it works. It hits the little piece sticking up on the track here, and that causes it to reverse direction. But if it's going the other direction, this lever's on the opposite side, so it doesn't hit this button, and it won't reverse in that case. It's a really, really clever design. I don't know who came up with it, but they did a great job. Okay, now let's take this thing apart so you can see how it goes together. One thing I complain about is that these tracks come apart too easily. If the kid bumps it, it's broken, and then you have to fix it. And it doesn't work unless every piece is put on exactly right. So I'm kind of doing this backwards here by taking it apart. When you get the kit, this will be disassembled. These will be apart. Just stick these in the holes, put the green thing on top. Again, just look at the photo here. I didn't even bother putting the stickers on it yet because the kids have had so much fun with it. All these balls, make sure you don't lose those. This guy comes as one piece, it's ready to go. This one, you have to snap the white piece in. It Make sure you put it the right direction. This direction, it won't work correctly. It has to go this way. And this bucket, again, this has to be facing down, or else the balls will get stuck under it, and your tank, your Terrence will get jammed. Terrence will get jammed up. Okay, so the T goes here, and this turn goes here. Very easy to put together, but it's also really easy to break. And there's two little buttons here that fit in the hole. This piece drops into this hole, and this comes apart, so you have to put that together also. Now that you have all the pieces together, make sure that Terrence is sitting in the right place, and make sure the little piece on the bottom of the bucket here, there's a little piece sticking out, that has to be in the track, inside this groove in the track. We can go ahead and stick Thomas here, and we can stick Percy. Make sure Percy's bucket can flip this way. That's not right. Percy's bucket has to be this way. And they go face to face. Make sure the metal piece is sticking up, and when we grab Thomas, it doesn't go this way. There's an arrow on the top here that points forward. That's the way it goes on Thomas. And when you turn it on, it might be going backwards when you start, but that's okay. Remember, Thomas faces Percy, so just start it that way and let it go. We'll see if it works. There's one more ball here, so I pressed this white button and I made Thomas go back again. Let's show that one more time. Press the button and he'll reverse and go pick up that last piece. Now he's going to go dump it again. Percy has more to pick up, so I'm going to press this white button and make him go back again. I'm going to show you what happens if something goes wrong here. You can see it gets stuck. Only thing you can do is take it apart and make sure you put it back together correctly. Now, one special note here. There's a tiny gear here that goes on the track on certain points. There's a turn here that is grooves in it. There's a turn here. Not a turn, there is a piece of track with gear teeth here and a piece of track with gear teeth in a few other places. If this gets stuck and it sits there like this, you're going to wear down this gear and it won't work. So make sure that you take care of the system so it doesn't sit in one spot for a long time. You might damage a gear.